Hello and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be talking about how to start your own locksmith business in 10 days with only $500. And this is not a franchise model. So if you've been looking at perhaps becoming a locksmith and you've been looking into the franchise model, you'll know that it's very expensive. It can cost up to $30,000. So as you can see, this is perhaps a good way to start your own locksmith business and see if it's for you. So you're not risking nearly anything near what they'll be asking for a franchise model. And plus, this strategy is something that I've done, and the way that I've built my own business, which I find that there's actually no need at all to sort of go for the franchise model once you see this set up. So I'll just give you a quick introduction. So I'm Alex. This is a picture of me picking a lock. So I've been doing this for about 15 years now, and I've got my own business in the UK, and I've just started another one in Spain. So by the end of this video, you should have everything you need to get started. That's what tools you need, how to set your website up and get it ranked on Google position number 1, how to grow your business, how to convert inquiries into paid jobs, plus many more tips and tricks that will skyrocket your income. So firstly, I just want to let you know that at the end of this video, I will be giving you a free gift, actually 2 free gifts. So if you stick around till the end, then you will get the free gift. So if you could just pay attention, get comfortable, pour yourself a nice cup of tea. That picture looks like it's from my nan's house. It's not actually from my house. I just pulled it off of a royalty-free image. But so if you could just turn off your distractions, your social media, just so you can focus in on this video and take everything on board. And if you do that, you will be able to start your own business within 10 days. If you just simply follow these steps, it's very little investment you need to risk to do this, and this could be the start of something really good. So I just wanted you to pay attention, and don't forget the free gift at the end as well. So again, I'll give you a bit more on me. So I'm from the UK, from the south in Brighton. I'm living in Spain. I've just recently moved here, but I've been a locksmith for 15 years in the UK. 10 of those years were self-employed. I've got my own mobile locksmith business that still runs in the UK. I've got other people who sort of do all the work for me on that side. And I've just started a new business here in Spain using this strategy which I'm teaching you today. So both of my businesses are using this simple strategy, which doesn't require a franchise deal or any sort of huge investment up front. This is really home based, just starting out from scratch. So if you're looking for a home based business that's working with a budget, then this is perfect for you. So I'm also a former member of the MLA. I left them because I now live in Spain, so it's not necessary. The MLA, if you're wondering, is the Master Locksmiths Association. And as I've mentioned, I've started a new business in Spain, and my businesses do $800 or more per day. Okay, brilliant. So why should you become a locksmith? Firstly, it's a really cool and interesting job. You will always be challenged every day, so no days are the same. You're always faced with different situations and different scenarios. You'll be learning new things every day. You can choose your own hours. The work's very rewarding. That's both financially and as career wise, because when you're helping people out, like people who are maybe in distress or in bad situations, and you're helping them out, then those customers are going to be really grateful for you. I'm always receiving tips from my work, if I get to the properties fast. So you're doing a good job. It's very rewarding. and there's great possibilities to expand and grow, which I'll tell you about at the end. Also, it sounds quite cool, when people say, "Oh, what do you do?" and you say, "I'm a locksmith," they're like, "Oh, sounds intriguing," and it's a bit different. It's not a run of the mill job, and it's quite an interesting career. So, can you see how things would be better for you if you was to become a locksmith? There's no 9 to 5. You won't have a boss. There'll be no boring, repetitive work. This will just be really cool, interesting work. There will be days where you might struggle on a job, but just like any decent trade, you have to learn and you have to start somewhere. So let's get started. So I'm going to let you into a few of the secrets that I've picked up over the years and the quickest way to start your locksmith business in 10 days with only $500. So there's a couple of things you're going to need before you start, which I'll get into in a second. But first, I just want to let you know the three main mistakes locksmiths make when they get started and how you can avoid them. So number one, they always worry about a certificate or qualification. Now, just don't let this stop you. That's all I'm going to say. It really does vary between country and between states in America, whether a qualification is required or a certificate is required. But don't let this stop you learning. I know a lot of people contact me and say, "Oh, well, I can't do it because I don't have a license or a certificate." Or at the end of the day, that's just a piece of paper, and it never stopped me. Um, you can start this in your bedroom to start picking locks, start practicing on your own house and, your friend's house. You don't have to worry about the qualifications or certificates. For example, in the UK, we're not actually required to have any license to be a locksmith or any certificate. So it's absolutely unnecessary. Maybe it makes you feel good to have the piece of paper. For me, it's not important. What's more important for me is making money. So other types of piece of paper interest me. So let's get into it. So mistake number two is they will go for a franchise business model. So often you need a huge amount to invest in this, $20 to $35,000, and often these franchise companies will actually charge you a monthly fee just to use their vehicle, to use their branding. Often you don't even get jobs from these people. They'll just say, you can use our brand, you can use our tools and our van, and you get your own work, which for me is, I don't understand why you would do that. My website, for example, is above all the franchise companies in my area, so it wouldn't make sense even if I was to invest in one of these franchise companies today. I would still get more work than them anyway. So once you follow my strategy, all that money you could save can go, into your own business, and you'll be building your own brand. Um, you'll have your own logo, your own website, and you'll get your own reviews. And that's something that can't be taken away from you further down the line. Maybe one day this franchise says, "Oh, you've made a mistake, you've upset a customer." Could, if you, for any reason, they could take away your franchise. So just bear that in mind. Mistake number three is people invest way too much on expensive courses and tools that they'll never use. When locksmiths start out, they often think that they need every tool to cover every situation. But I would just like to say, don't panic about at this stage. When you're starting out, the worst thing that could happen is you don't have the right tool on the job. You could just simply say to the customer, "I'm sorry, I'll get cover." You could call another locksmith in your area and see what tool they use, or you can just start off slowly and buy the things that you need, because there's no point of buying all the tools and then half of them you'll never use, or perhaps you'll only use them once a year. For example, there's a pick that I know of, a lock pick, and it's about $400. And those locks that it's for, I might only see one of those per year, so I don't invest in that tool. I would rather drill the lock because I only see one of them per year. Replace the lock. You can often tell the customer that the lock is very high security and it can't be picked. But I don't focus my business on destructive entry. Most of it, 99% of it, is non-destructive entry. But what I'm trying to say is don't buy every tool out there. Okay, so as I said, you're going to get everything set up in as little as 10 days from now. And that's trying to keep this all under $500. So then if you have got more of a budget to invest in this, you can put that into advertising and perhaps into your website. There's two things you must have. The first thing is a vehicle. Now, it doesn't matter what vehicle you've got to start off. If you've got a car, just use your car. If you've got a little van, use the van. If not, maybe you do want to invest in a vehicle, but don't get caught up in this and think, oh, I need to go out and buy a locksmith van. At this stage, just don't worry about it. Just use a vehicle you've got. But you do need a vehicle, though. I have known locksmiths to use motorbikes. It does beat the traffic, but you are limited to how much stock you can carry. So just bear that in mind. But you do need a vehicle. Also, you need a mobile phone. That's just two things you must have, which is quite obvious why you're going to need those things. So before you even pick up a lockpick tool or even think about trying to pick a lock, you should get your website started up. Now, 80 to 90% of my work comes through Google, from literally people searching for a locksmith in my area. So it's really important you do this first step before anything, because the sooner you get your website registered on Google, the sooner it's going to start to rank and the sooner you're going to start to get business. So all the time you're practicing picking your locks, your website will be climbing up on Google. Don't do this last. I've seen people who start their locksmith business get really excellent at picking locks, and then they say, oh, well, I've got no work, nobody's calling me. And that's because they haven't first done this step. Set your website up. It might take 3 months, might take 4 months for your website to climb up. I am going to show you a strategy to get work within the 10 days, as I did say in the beginning. This is to start your own business in 10 days, so I will show you a tip to get jobs straight away. But this is an important step, so if you follow this first. So first you need to find out what people are searching for in your area. So there is a tool which I use, which I've got the link here. It's the locksmithmentor.com /long-tail-pro. So if you just type that link into Google, you will find a keyword tool which will find profitable keywords in your area. So there could be people searching for, let's say for example, you're a locksmith in Manchester in the UK. So you would type into this tool, Locksmith Manchester, and then that tool is going to show you loads of profitable keywords which you can include into your website. Now these words are what Google's going to pick up on your website, and Google's got like spiders basically that crawl the website and look for relevant information. So if someone types in Locksmith Manchester, or perhaps something similar like emergency locksmith Manchester, your website is going to be more likely to show up if you've included those specific words in your website. So if you go to Longtail Pro or locksmithmentor.com long-tail-pro, and you will see how to use that tool. Is really simple. So the next thing, you'll decide once you've done your keyword research, you'll decide on your company name based on your keyword results. So let's say, go back to our example, we've got locksmith in Manchester. Let's say you're a locksmith in Manchester. You would find that perhaps these 3 or 4 keywords here were the most popular keywords that people were searching for. So the best outcome would be to call your website locksmithmanchester.com. Now that doesn't necessarily have to be your company name, but it would be better if it's your domain name, your website address name, just because it's going to help with Google to find your website and rank you faster than everyone else. But you could, if your name was David, for example, you could call your company David's Locksmith Manchester, or however you want, whatever you want to call it, it's up to you. But this is just my advice to actually have the domain with your area name included in the domain. And obviously try and include the word locksmith. So basically you're just trying to get one of your keywords in your website name. Then you're going to need your website. So I find the cheapest and easiest way to set up a website is you go to locksmithmentor.com/Bluehost. There I've actually arranged a discount so you can get your hosting for about $3 a month. And then once you've actually signed up to that hosting, you just literally press one button. You'll just click one button and it'll install your WordPress website. Obviously it'll be a blank website, but that's the quickest way to do it. Plus you'll get the free domain name for the first year. So once you sign up through my link, I will also put these links in the description, by the way, but if you want to type it in, you can. So once you sign up, you'll be prompted to just click a button which will install your website. And this is, to start a business for this cheap is quite amazing, really. Imagine back in the day you would have to open a shop and everything. Now you can just spend $3 a month, which is amazing, really. So now you want to get your website designed. The best and easiest way is to just go to fiverr.com, which is like a freelance website, and just pay someone maybe $50. Make sure they've got good ratings, and just ask them to design your website based on one that you like. So you could perhaps search other locksmiths' websites, see which one catches your eye and which one you like, and then reach out to someone on fiverr.com. And you'll be surprised how many people are out there that are willing to do that for $50. Even, a lot of them are based in India. $50 is probably, quite a good amount of money for them, based on their income in India. So you will get really high quality work, and some of the guys on there are amazing. I'm always using Fiverr for little things on my website, and they're really reliable, really fast, and you get a good job done. Just make sure they've got good ratings, and you shouldn't have a problem there. Another tip is you might want to go out and get a few photographs done just to add to your website, or you can use stock photography. Make sure it's royalty free, but it would be better to have a picture of yourself on the website just to build trust. Now you need to build the authority up to your website, just to increase the trust for Google. This tip I'm going to show you will skyrocket your rankings. Literally, when I started my business here in Spain, I used this, and it's pretty much shot up now. It's in the top 10, and it's creeping up every day. So this is the backlink finder. If you go to the locksmithmentor.com/backlink-beast, you can sign up for just $1 through that link, and there you'll be able to add backlinks to your website, which will help it climb up in the rankings. So now you want to get your tools together. I've made a list here of basic tools that you can get. So you can get most of them on Amazon, or you can just have a look around on the internet, but you don't need to spend a fortune here. If you want to see that list, just go to the locksmithmentor.com/locksmith-tools. Again, I will have all of these links in the description, so just go and check that out for the tools. Now you want to start actually learning how to use these tools. Now I've got an online locksmith course which is only $67. So this is all keeping within your $500 budget. It's got 10 business lessons, so this will be much more in depth than I can do on this short video. But you will see how to set your vehicle up, how to do the branding, how to take payments. All the business lessons is everything I've learned over the last 15 years as a locksmith. So there's a huge amount of value in there. You're also going to get 10 practical lessons, which is all about picking locks and changing locks, how to gain access to properties, pretty much everything you'll need. Obviously I can't cover every single scenario in a course. It'll be impossible, but there'll be a huge amount of value in there. Just for $67, you're going to really pick up. You're going to basically shortcut your learning curve by 15 years just by investing that small $67. You will get lifetime access, so any updates that I do to the course, people do often say to me, do you mind showing me how to do this or that? And I often do upload a new video into the course. You'll get instant access to all 20 videos, so they won't be drip fed. I know a lot of these courses you sign up and they just give you one lesson a day. You'll get access to all 20 videos. You can, really speed this up. You'll be picking locks within the first day, as long as you've ordered your picks, obviously. So to get that course, just go to locksmithingsecrets.com/online-locksmith-course. Again, I will put the link in the description, but that's where you go and get your course for just $67. Now you want to get the paid jobs coming in. As I said, your website will take a while to start ranking on Google. If you sign up to the backlinks, which I told you about, that will definitely speed things up for you dramatically. But you want to get paid jobs coming in straight away. So what I'd done when I started was to offer a free security check to your neighbours or to everyone in your area if you want, and give them free advice on ways to improve their home security. So you could either do that by leaflet drop or Facebook advertising. And what you do is you just offer it as 100% free security check. Maybe you could word it, how secure is your property? And then you'll be surprised how many people get in touch with you because it's a free service you're offering here. For example, the time I'm filming this video, we've got Christmas coming up, and that's often the time when people do worry about security. There's a lot of burglaries around Christmas time, so maybe now, for example, would be a really good time to do a leaflet drop. And what you do is you turn up to the customer's house once they get in touch with you, and you look over their locks and give them an honest advice. If they've got really good locks on their door, you tell them that. You don't need to try and make money from every house that you visit. You have to give an honest security check. And if there are room for improvement, if you see perhaps that they've got windows with no locks on, or they've only got a basic lock on their front door, you could advise on upgrading the security to something more up to standards. So that will be a way to really get your jobs coming in quickly. And then don't forget, Each job you go to, you will be getting more work out of that because you'll be doing a good job. They'll be spreading the word, and you'll be surprised how many jobs you get off the back of this. Plus, you'll get repeat customers. So, a tip to convert people into paid customers: when you get a call, this is something that's probably worth the price of the $67 course, but I'm giving this away for free here. When people call you up on the phone, never focus on the price, always focus on the time you can get there. So let's say somebody calls you up and they say, "Hi, I'm locked out in so and so street." You don't say to them straight away, "Oh, it's going to cost you $80," and that's it. So what you do is you say, "Right, I can be there in 15 minutes because I'm literally down the road doing another job." The moment they hear that, they feel a sense of trust and assurance that you're going to be there quickly. So they'll be more likely to go for you. And then obviously you do give them a quote over the phone, but don't focus on the price. That's just trying to drive competition down, and just focus on how quickly and efficiently you can be there, and then you will convert a lot more customers into paid customers. So don't forget to just do a good job, smile, be tidy, always leave a business card, and ask the customer to give you a review on Google. Make sure you do that on every job, and that will grow your business faster than you can imagine. Word of mouth is very powerful. So if you leave a good impression on the customer, you will get plenty of more work. I did say I was going to give you a free gift at the end. So firstly, I want to give you my free ebook. You can get that from the link below, which is locksmithingsecrets.com/free locksmith business book. Also, the link will be in the description, and your free gift for watching this video to the end is you'll get 10% off of the Locksmith course, the online course. The coupon code for that is Lockmaster2020. So if you go to the link what we mentioned before for the Locksmith course, which will also be in the description, if you just click on that link, when you go to checkout, don't forget to put Lockmaster 2020 into the coupon code section, and you will be given the discount 10%. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe for more, and don't forget to give it a like as well. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon.